guys, welcome to today's video. Today we're actually on location in Andorra, in Soldeu. Don't know why I had to think about that. And because it's blowing a gale outside and pretty much a whiteout, I figured I would utilise the time and make a video. And I'm going to tell you what I pack when I go skiing. Now, a lot of this stuff is old, but there is very similar stuff out there and the general idea is there. So hopefully it gives you some tips about what to pack. Right, let's get going. Okay, in no particular order at all, let's start with some trousers. Now I have these Vans trousers, lots of pockets in a great coral colour. Really like those. They've also got, when you're buying trousers, look for ones which basically have like a little like protective bit that hooks over your boots because it stops the snow going up. Nice lot of pockets and there's ventilation down the side as well. These are from TK Maxx, but they're Vans, so Vans might be doing some of their own very similar still. Socks. So we've got some socks and I've got a couple of 3 pairs this time and I have some Salomon ones. These ones were from Decathlon. They're a great, vibrant colour. And then these are my latest pair, which are Sans Fusion, and they have been amazing. They have been so good. It makes a massive difference buying specific ski socks and actually investing in them. So if you can, I do recommend it. But these are Sans Fusion. And it even tells me which one's my left and which one's my right, so I don't get them mixed up. Thinking about base layers. So an idea which I always do is go to Primark and pick up some of their long sleeve running kind of tops. Now these are always about £7 from Primark and they've got thumb holes as well, and then I just chuck a t-shirt over the top and it just gives me a little bit more warmth. I bought a new one this time, which is this one definitely is still in the shops because I only bought it last week. So a bright one like that, and then for example I will have a t-shirt to put over the top. So if I want to be really, really bright, especially with my coral trousers, I can go for that kind of combo. Continuing with the base layer, thinking about the bottom part, I always put either compression leggings on, leggings, or I use specific ones. Now these ones I got last year from Snow Queen, and they are a little bit jazzy with like diamante bits down the side, but I figure they're underneath my trousers, so it doesn't really matter if you don't like it, but they're really, 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 really comfortable and they've been great, so I recommend them. Hoodie wise, we have the one I'm wearing now, which is a Roxy one, and it was from TK Maxx again. This was £30 and it was quite recent, so it's got all this nice little like pattern in there, and I'll wear that underneath my coat with all my base layers and stuff. And you might be thinking, isn't that going to be a bit too hot? Well, actually it's not, because I kind of figure that if it is going to be too warm, I'd rather take layers off rather than not have enough layers and be cold. So that's why I have a backpack, but we'll get to that in a minute. But I always think more layers and then you can always take them off. Then I have this hoodie, which was in one of my Primark hauls, which is a blush pink colour, and that was from Primark obviously, and that was about £8. And this time I actually have one of the new NX Sport from Next tops that I had. It's just a zip up one. I think it's meant to be a running one, but it's got nice pockets, it's lovely feeling, and it's also got thumb holes as well, and I love thumb holes. So this has been really good actually. It's got some ventilation panels in the back, so obviously if it's a little bit cooler but not really cool, that's perfect to add over the top of your base layer. Goggles. Now with goggles, I always suggest getting ones which are good for low light, because if like today it's a bit of a whiteout and the conditions are really crummy and you can't see very much, the worst thing you can do is go up the mountain and be fumbling around trying to find where you're going. That's when accidents happen. So I really do recommend, when buying goggles, always get the ones which are low light efficient. So these ones were from Decathlon and they were about 15 quid, so it doesn't have to break the bank, but these have been fantastic. I have a neck buff. You can also use these kind of things as a hairband if you really wanted to, but I had this last year and it just goes over like so, like that, and just keeps your your nose and your mouth, and you can be like this with your goggles on over the top. But yeah, these are fantastic, and this is one of the biofirm ones, which I believe that Roxy've still got a lot of these coming out. Other brands do them as well, but I like this one because it matches my bag as well, which you'll see in a bit. Now in resort, it's obviously very snowy. You're going to be walking around when you're going to Après, whether you want to go on exploring, that sort of thing. I always recommend getting a pair of snow boots. Now, these look like the sorrel ones that are a bit of a classic, and these ones were from Aldi for $14.99, and I'm testing them this time. I got given them for Christmas from my husband because I love this kind of thing, and so far they've been ace. But I do think that you always need, like, your bog standard trainers are not gonna cut it in the snow because you can slide. And if you ski, no one likes ski boots to walk in. Everyone's envious of snowboarders in their snowboard boots. So I do think getting a pair of really good snow boots is a must, regardless. I have ski boots. You don't need ski boots necessarily your own. You don't need snowboard boots necessarily your own. You don't even know your own equipment. You can hire it out. So don't feel that you have to have all the gear. But I do think snow boots are a must, regardless of whether you're a big time skier, if you're only coming out for the holiday as a first time. I do think you do need them. I always take my GoPro. Again, if you're a newbie, you don't necessarily need one. I really like it because I just really like it. I think that I just really like documenting when I go skiing, so a GoPro's good. And you can always buy the accessories. This one goes obviously across and clips onto my chest. So, as I said, I had a matching backpack to my buff. It was actually a bit of a happy accident, but I love having a snow bag. You know, you can take a normal backpack, but I like this because it fits really nicely to your back and also clips around the waist, like so, and clips around the chest as well. It's got great compartments, so you can fit loads of your stuff in. I have some gloves, which are my level ones. These have been very trusty, and I've had them for probably about 4 years. Actually 4 years, actually longer. I did a season in Val d'Isère and I had them then. So Level are a good company to buy gloves from. These have got like a grippy texture on the back, is on the hand. Start again. They've got a grippy texture on the palms, and they also clip together so you don't lose the pair. Hats. Obviously we've got hats here. This one's from Roxy, and I've also got another one somewhere which I've chucked over the other side of the room, but I like this one. Normally I have a bobble, but I really like how minimal this is. I'm liking a lot of Roxy stuff at the moment. This is quite minimal. This is part of their new range. It's quite nice. Coat. This is my new coat. I got this from TK Maxx, and it's awesome. So this is my coat, and it's a DC coat. I'll just zip it up for you. It comes down quite long, and it has the DC sign there, and it's also got a fairy hood, like so. So there we go. It's got thumb holes as well. Only thing I would say, no side pocket for your lift pass, so when you're going through, you don't scan it like that. You have to obviously physically take it out. That's the only real big downfall to it. It's a nice kind of light one. You can go for padded ones. I have got a Nikita one, but because this isn't so padded, I'll perhaps wear more layers. It's also got like a snow skirt, which basically means it clips round and stops the snow going down your back. Really always handy, so do look out for that when you are buying a coat. Last but by no means least is my suitcase, which I take. This is my new Roxy one, which I got for Christmas, and it's got palm trees on it, which is totally not snow. It's a great size because it's got a nice lot of compartments as well, and the best bit is that you can see it when it's on the baggage conveyor belt, so you can see it a lot easier, which is pretty good. And that was a Christmas present, very sturdy, so there we go. I think I've covered everything, but as always, if you've got any questions about the kit, want some tips and pointers, anything like that, do let me know, because I love to hear from you. If you like this, give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. If you're going away, let me know where you're off to, where's your favourite place to go, and yeah, so that's it from me. Take care everyone, bye!